I've no idea. Anyway, how are you all? Can you all hear me?
We
Yeah,
can.
okay.
Fantastic. Well, I have to say, what an honor and a thrill. Of course, it is for you to have me here. I'd like to. There's a couple of people I want to thank, Penny, if you don't mind. First of all, Jade from Rebellion. She does all of the House of Commons marketing, and what a great job she does with Laura and Katie. Absolutely splendid. And I want to say David MacAskill does all the merchandise for the House of Commons. So if anyone would like a I Love Boris t-shirt, just contact David MacAskill at A1. He is fantastic. So it's lovely to be here. Thank you.
Welcome.
What's a bloody widget, for Christ's sake?
I don't know, Michael. It's a
Boris, actually. Boris, Tom. Tom, I know you're Tom Worsley, warfare officer. Is that ex-Royal Navy, Tom?
I'm afraid so, yes.
Yeah, well, never mind, afraid so. D165446A. Sir, you didn't know that about me, did you? Didn't know the Boris was in... I was in HMS Tiger and HMS Kent when what ships were you on, Tom?
Kent as well.
You were on Kent, when?
2004.
No, you're just a sprog, just a young whippersnapper. Yes. So warfare officer, so you know all about the Sea Slug missile on the back of Kent.
Only from the Falklands tales, yeah.
Yes. Has this surprised you that I know so much about you?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I know a bit more than you think, actually. So thank you for that, Penny.
Excellent. So, Boris.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can, Penny. I have to. Where are you from, Penny?
Horndean in Hampshire.
Sorry?
Horndean, just above.
No,
Portsmouth.
I heard you. I'm just sorry. You're from Horndean.
Oh.
That's all.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh dear. So, Prime Minister.
Yes.
How is your relationship with Theresa May?
Theresa May. Now, it's okay. Thank you, Penny, and thank you so much for asking. It's okay, but she had to go. We had to get Brexit done. We had to slam it in the oven, and we did. By the way, we got Brexit done. Fantastic. And despite all the doomsters, the gloomsters, we got it done. But Theresa May was not a great negotiator. That was the problem. I mean, she's the sort of person who would go into DFS on a bank holiday Monday and come out having paid full price for a sofa. You can't have that. She had to go. And we got it done. And I don't know if you know, Penny, but they did say, I don't know if some of you remember this, I think you will. Yes, they did say that in the event of a no deal, that Scotland could have ended up a third world country. Well, I don't think it would have improved that much, but we just can but hope, of course. And that's what I want to say. And if the Scots want independence and another, why don't they just let the English vote? That'll sort it out. They can go, as far as I'm concerned. Yes. Sorry to any Scots on the call. I know we've got somebody in Ireland, but have we got any Scots? Any Scots?
I think we do have a Scots here, actually.
And can I just say, I enjoyed the Bollywood dancing. You didn't see me, but me and Carrie were having a right old time of it here in number 10. It was fantastic. Great work from Bollywood. And can I also say to Diane, thank you so much, Diane, for all you're doing. And let's hope that what we've done in the pandemic with the vaccine, we can do for dementia. Don't you all agree with that? Yes.
Most definitely. I'm sure there are some other people on here with some questions. So just far
I
away.
hope so, because that's when I got
away.
up at bloody 6 o'clock to put this makeup on.
Prime Minister, you mentioned your partner, Carrie.
Who's this?
How
Who's
is
this?
she?
Hello. Let me say, first and foremost, who are you?
I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer, are you an alcoholic? I can see the wine on next to the clock.
What wine?
Well, let's say yes, exactly. What's that man doing with his head in the sand? That's how Rishi Sunak feels sometimes.
How's Carrie?
Carrie's good. Yes. She, do you know? I don't know if you know this. She loves cooking. loves cooking. And she's always watching TV programs about cooking. The other day, I went into the bedroom. I don't want to be too graphic, but I went into the bedroom, and Carrie was watching a cookery program, MasterChef or something. And I said, Carrie, what are you doing? I mean, what are you watching? She said, I'm watching this recipe, and it says, take a thumb of ginger. And I'd never heard of that. It's a measurement. Has anyone heard of take a thumb of ginger? Put your thumb up if you've heard of that before. Take a thumb of ginger. And I said to Carrie, well, what happens? What happens if you've got a big thumb? Then the food will be overpowered by the flavour of ginger. And the other one I have a trouble with is take a knob of butter. Yes. I mean, how's the steak? Very nice, but could have done with a bit more butter. I think you know what I'm saying. Anyway, fantastic. Lovely clock, by the way. You should take that on Antiques Roadshow. Look at it. That's worth a few quid, I bet. And what's the wine? What is that wine in that bottle? You tell me.
That's some red wine that was given to my son by Jack D.
Jack D? Oh, my goodness me. You know some people,
We live in a very posh area down here, you know.
Where are you?
Midhurst.
Midhurst. There's some nice houses there. Do you live near any of them?
Cowdrey?
Yes, I know all about Cowdrey Park. I've been there. Fantastic. Who's next, Penny? Come on, let's move this
Trisha.
on.
I think
Trisha.
Hello, Prime Minister.
Hello, Trisha. How are you? Lovely bedroom, by
very
the way.
well, thank
Lovely
you.
bed. I bet that look. Is that a bed behind you?
It
That
is.
looks
It's
so
when I've had
comfortable.
too much, and then I have to have a lie
What's on that
down.
bookcase of yours? What books have you got behind you?
Oh, crumbs. They're my daughter's books, but
Crumbs.
they're all about
Are they?
self-development and personal development.
Self-development. Well, you could bloody help me there. Come on. What can we do? You're just the right person. You're what I need.
I'll send you some of them if you like, Prime Minister.
Yes, please do. Number 10 Downing Street. I don't know if you know the address.
Oh, I'm sure I can find it. I'm sure I can.
Yes, make sure you do.
I've got a question for you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Personal development. Come on. What are we doing?
I read that you kept staff at number 10 amused by doing impersonations. Who do you do, Prime Minister?
Well, you've done your research, my goodness me. Who would you like me to do? Anyone.
Ooh.
I can do any impression. Anyone.
What about ex-President Trump?
Michael McIntyre, I'm so happy, so excited to be here. See, I can do anyone. Do you say ex-President Trump? Let me
did.
tell you, so good. I will be the greatest ex-president the world has ever seen. No one will be better. No one. Yeah, so there you go. I can do absolutely. And can I just say to everyone here at the Portsmouth Business Exchange, right? I want to say this. I've got a present for all of you, and I'm going to get Jade to send it, because Jade, I don't know if you know, Jade from Rebellion does all the marketing for the Conservative government, and I hope there's no one who votes Labour on this bloody call, because if there is, I'd like to have a chat with them, Penny. So Jade's going to send all of you a bottle of unisex perfume or aftershave. Now, this is from the ex-presidential range. It's called Trump, and you spray it all over your body, including all the naughty bits, and people will come up to you and say, oh my goodness, is that Trump I smell? And you can say, yes, it is. I smell just like Trump. Fantastic. I look forward to that. Anyway, Penny, come on. Who's next?
Bernie, I think you have a question as
Bernie,
well.
where's Bernie? Come on, Bernie, let's see. Where's Bernie? Where is he? Can't see him at the moment. Come on. There's Bernie. Bernie, look at him. Did Andy do their T-shirt for you? Because if he didn't, you want to have a word with him. And can you do your button-up? You're showing a lot of hair on your chest. This is very early in the morning. We've not passed the watershed. Come on, cover that up, Bernie.
Boris, can I call you Boris?
Prime Minister, please.
Oh, Prime Minister, sorry.
And what do you do? What do you do, Bernie? What's your business?
I do events and
Events.
IT.
I love events. And we've looked after the event industry so well, as you know.
Very well, thank you.
We've wrapped our arms around the event industry, haven't we, Rishi? No.
Anyway, enough about me. Prime Minister, we know that you love ruggers and
Rugger.
riff-raff and
Yes.
buses. Do you have any other hobbies?
I do love buses. I absolutely love buses, and I love whiff waff, as you say, game of table tennis, ping pong, and rugger, and golf. I love golf. I remember I was in where was I? I was in Taiwan, and I was invited to play many years ago in a pro-am type golf day, and I'd never played before, so it's my first time, and I remember walking up to the first tee, and there was 10,000 Taiwanese going berserk because they absolutely love golf more than the Americans. They love their golf, and I remember I said to the man, "Give me the bat," and they were going berserk. This crowd. I got my bat, and I remember swinging. And as I connected with the ball, the entire gallery of 10,000 Taiwanese were going, "Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods." Well, I think I was on my third bow, and this bloody great tiger came bounding out of the woods. Yes, bit of a nightmare. So yes, I love it. Anyway, who's next, Penny? I mean, how long
Diane,
will
Diane, I think you have a question
Diane,
as well.
I love Diane, my Diane.
Morning.
Where is she? Where morning? There's a perky little thing. Where are you, Diane? I can't see you at the moment.
I'm here.
Oh, there's Diane from the
Yes.
charity. Are you wearing
Hi.
any clothes? You wearing any? You look naked.
I'm naked. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness, that's a nice leather. Is that a Chesterfield behind you?
It is. Yeah.
Yes. Bloody hell! You've got some money.
I have a question for you.
Thank you, Diane.
Can we expect any more slogans from you at the daily briefings, Prime Minister?
And what do you think about our slogans, by the way?
Rubbish.
You think they're rubbish? It's a bit harsh, Diane. Somebody wearing no clothes? Well, let me tell you. I mean, I think it's all about creating awareness, and there's many people on this call who there you got clothes on, sorry. There's many people on this call who are all about creating awareness, marketing, digital marketing, whatever it is they do. And I think they're doing a great job. Website optimization, all sorts of things. And awareness is so important. So, and our think tank, the government think tank, has come up with another one. And this is used in conjunction with Hands, Face, Space. And it's called If You Smell a Fart, Move Further Apart. And I think that's fantastic. I think that'll work. I hope they make sure you do. I think it'll be very successful. I think it's the best one we've got yet. So, yes. Thank you, Diane.
Thank you.
Yes. Foxy little thing.
Mark Taylor, I do believe you have a question too.
Mark Taylor. Where's Marky? There he is.
I'm here, Mr. Prime Minister, or do I call you Bojo? I'm not sure.
You don't say Bojo, Mr.
Oh,
Prime
sorry
Minister.
about
Mark, what do you do? What do you do?
I'm in electronics, and I'm with the. I also represent the Federation of Small Businesses.
That's exciting.
Prime Minister. So.
That's very exciting.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got
I'm
a
in
question.
electronics. Yes, you have got a question.
I've got a
I got a question for you, Mark.
Go
What's
on,
all
then.
those little boxes behind you on
That's,
your left?
Electronic widgets. Yeah, the
Oh.
widgets, basically.
Oh, that's interesting then.
Interesting.
Whereabouts are you, Mark?
I'm in Chichester.
Chichester. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. If you ever see two men walking down Chichester High Street, and one of them looks bored stupid, Mark will be the other one. Talking about widgets and
I
stuff.
really appreciate that. That's
No, I'm only joking, Mark. I love the fact that you've got a lovely banner behind you, and you've got a bit of kitchen roll on the desk there behind you. You've really thought about how you're going to look during this presentation, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've gone in and thought, how can I look good? I know. Let's have a roll of kitchen roll behind me.
I like to go the extra mile, Prime Minister.
Yeah, and you have, Mark. You've really
you.
done that.
Can I ask you a question then, please?
Yes, please do.
Apparently,
Yes.
when you used to write for the Sun, the Telegraph.
The Sun? What's the
sorry,
matter?
Telegraph.
Sun. Yes, I don't think there's any Sun readers on this event.
It had been thought that maybe some of your articles could have been sort of taken as perhaps in some way racist.
Racist. Racist. Well, Mark, no. No, certainly not. And I'll explain why I'm not racist. Yeah, let me tell you, I'm certainly not racist, and I can explain. I'm going to. I can explain why. I was invited to Desmond Tutu's birthday party. Desmond Tutu. Now, I don't know if any of you on this call today at the Portsmouth Business Exchange now know how difficult it is to sing Happy Birthday to Desmond Tutu. Yes, happy birthday to Tutu. Happy birthday to Tutu. Yes, and what made it worse, he was 92, Tutu. Yes, so I'm not racist. Of course I'm not, Mark. No, not at all.
Thank you
Who's
very
that
much.
leaving? Somebody's just got out and gone. She had enough already. Look, what a light. That's a huge lamp above her. So thank you, Mark. Where's Penny?
Here, Matt Valentine, please. I think
Matt
you have a
Valentine.
question.
What a beautiful name. I bet he's romantic. Where is he?
I am indeed.
There's Matt Valentine. What does that say on that T-shirt, Matt?
It says negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. for Top Gun.
Look at that. That's an aircraft of some description. Do you know what it is?
It is an aircraft of some description. You're right. Yes.
But let's go to Tom Worsley. Tom will know. He's an ex-warfare officer. Tom, can you identify that aircraft?
F-15 Tomcat, I believe.
Oh, wow.
F-15 Tomcat. You know you're safe when he's at the hands of the controls of the button, the missile that's going to take out the F-15 Tomcat. Well done. So where are we? Where we got to get back?
So-
Where are you?
Prime Minister, you're a wordsmith.
I got to say, I like you, by the way. Already, I like you. I like your buzziness, your happy smile. You're going to go places. I don't know where. Where are you now?
I'm currently in Eastleigh.
Eastleigh. That's a beautiful. That's a beautiful part of Hampshire. Very, very nice, attractive countryside, railway sidings, and all of that. Yes.
Lot
So
of railway.
Eastleigh. What part of Eastleigh? I know Eastleigh very well.
Okay, I'm about. I'm where the Mr. Kipling factory. Where that used to be.
Yes, so very close to the motorway then.
Yes, very close.
Yes, that must be nice when you've got the windows open in the summer.
The wind doesn't come that direction. We're all right.
That's good.
Right. Okay.
So what do you do? Come on, let's
Oh.
find out. Because I think everyone on this call needs to know more about you. Never mind me, because with that smile and that positivity, which I know we've got people here who help with positivity on this call, and what a great job they're doing. But your positivity just radiates out of the screen.
Thank you. I'm a boring website designer.
There's nothing wrong with website design. Nothing wrong with website design. Anyway, what's your question?
Right. Okay. So, Prime Minister, you're a wordsmith, especially with your speeches. What is your favourite word in the English language?
That's a great question. What's your name again?
Matt Valentine.
Matt Valentine, of course it is. Well, I do love the English language. I like shaping words, and Jacob Rees-Mogg is very good at that, you know. Jacob Rees-Mogg just drifts in and out and up and down. Yes, he's fantastic, but I've got to say, the word I love most, what's your name again? Matt, of course it is Matt Valentine. I'm just teasing you, Matt Valentine. The word that I love most in the English language is shag. I don't know why you're laughing. Shag it's a great word. But the thing about the word shag is that, what's your name again?
Matt Valentine.
Matt Valentine, yes. The thing about the word shag, Matt, is shag is a funny word, because to a carpet maker, shag is a long pile rug. It's a long pile rug, Matt. To a smoker, shag is a form of tobacco, correct?
I don't know.
To an American, shag is a dance. Matt, to an ornithologist, shag is a bird. And to you, Matt, it's a very remote possibility. Anyway, it's only a joke. You know I don't mean that, because we formed such a great relationship. Thank you. Well done, Matt. Great work. Thank you. And if anyone wants their website design and website optimization, then Matt Smiler in Eastleigh is Valentine is the man to go and see.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
That's my pleasure. There's Penny. I think Matt's laughing, but he's not happy.
Mark Smith, do you have a question?
Smithy. Where's Smithy? Where is he?
I'm afraid I don't. I've just been watching everything, really.
There he is. Look at him in his bloody garage. You're a plumber, aren't you, Mark?
I am, yes.
So I've heard you've been furloughed for the last 20 years.
Yeah, we have. It's been lovely. Thank you for that scheme.
You've done all right, you bloody plumbers. Come on. You've taken the grant and carried on working.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yes, happy days. How many new trucks have you got in your fleet?
I think about 15 now.
Exactly. Wish he's really looked after you. He's done nothing for people like me, but he's looked after you. I know what's going on.
I led some to the entertainment industry.
Thank you so much. There's some entertainers out there who could do with that. What have you got? What's that machine behind you? You've got some sort of entertainment behind you. Arcadia or something.
Yes, arcade machine, yeah.
What is it? What is it?
NDF.
MDF.
Yeah.
MDF, what's MDF? That's it's a bit of timber, isn't it? MDF or something.
Handmade wood, glue and sawdust.
Right. But what's the machine? What does it play?
All the old arcade games, Pac-Man, Space Invaders.
Right, that sounds fun.
You would have had a stick in a hoop, I think, when you did it.
Yes, please invite me round to your garage and I'll have a game one day. Yes, I look forward to that. Anyway, get your hair cut.
I will, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent. Chris Hanley, do you have a question?
Chris Hanley, where is he?
I do, Prime Minister. Yes, I do.
There's Chris, only seeing half of him. Come on, there you are. Get down. Come on. If somebody wants your insurance, aren't you, Chris, or are you financial advice?
No, I'm an insurance broker, but that's
it.
What,
and you do commercial property. You're looking for people with commercial properties and pensions and stuff.
I'm looking
you
for,
see, I've been watching
anybody.
I've been watching this bloody show from the start as Jade. I was up at bleeding 6 o'clock. But there you go. Look at that. That's a bookcase and a half behind you. Is it bookcases or CDs, DVDs?
Yes, staged bookshelf.
They're always looks good. I mean, everyone's got a bookshelf behind them, yes. And I know you've got a lovely mug. What did that mug say? Come on.
It says,
just read it out for me one more time.
I hate being sexy, but I'm an insurance agent. I can't help it.
Yes, well,
that leads on to, I've got a couple of questions because
I've
been watching.
You're a bit cheeky, aren't you?
I am actually, because I've been listening to the briefings, and obviously you have questions flying at you all over the place. So
yes, I particularly like Laura Koonsberg's questions.
Yes, absolutely. So I've got two. So, insurance is becoming sexy because of me.
Yes, of course it is.
Now, politicians are boring. How are you going to turn it round and make it politics sexy?
How am I? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to speak to Jade from Rebellion straight away because she's the woman who can make me sound sexy. I don't think it's that difficult, you know. We are, I think I'm probably one of the sexiest prime ministers out there. I mean, I don't think there's been a better prime minister than me in the past. And what do you think about politics?
It's really interesting.
Yes, yes. And what is your persuasion? Which way do you lean?
I'm definitely a blue, green, yellow, orange, pink man.
You're the lot. You're the lot. Well,
I'm on whoever side's winning.
Yes, well, we're winning at the moment. We got Brexit done. We got an 80-seat landslide majority. And look at the vaccine rollout, what we're doing with that. That's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely. We're so pleased with that. And I really hope that we can do the same with dementia research, cancer research. And if we do that, I think we're going to be very, very successful. Thank you very much. Penny.
No problem. No, my second question, Prime Minister.
Two questions.
No, you can't cut me off. You can't cut me off. No, I need my say.
I can. I can just click off this bloody comments.
The rugby against the Scots, you know, in hindsight, don't you think we should have stopped them coming into the country and infecting us? Because I'm worried that our performance will not be so good in the next few games. What have you got to say about that? Why didn't you stop them coming into the country?
Well, listen, I remember saying to Cobra when I was at the Cobra meeting that we need to build a wall. We need to build a wall right next to Hadrian's Wall, and it needs to be even bigger than Donald Trump's, and we'd have kept those bloody Celts out. And I think it's a high time that we did that. And if you know any bricklayers, let me know. Let's build a wall and keep wee Jimmy Cranky, Nicola bloody Sturgeon out of this country. That's what I think. Yes. Thank you so much. He's very bright, that man, Penny. Very bright.
Very bright man. So, Prime Minister,
Yes.
you've travelled the world, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Have
So
you?
which is your favourite place?
That's a very good. Have you travelled a lot, Penny? You look like you've got a tan now.
I
You're on the
have,
sunbed.
yes. I have. My father was in the Navy.
Ah, fantastic. Well, what ships was he on? Do you remember?
Ark Royal?
Ark Royal aircraft carrier, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom will know all about that.
That's one I remember.
And did he have any overseas postings?
Singapore.
Singapore, fantastic. Did you go? Bahrain, lovely. Did you go?
I did.
Yes. How old were you then?
Oh, well, I was quite small then, Prime Minister.
Yes. Well, you're looking beautiful, may I say. You've got a lovely
thank
glow.
you. You're such a charmer.
No, I mean it. Everyone will agree. You've got a lovely glow, and how well you've handled this whole thing today. I've been so impressed by what you've done for the Portsmouth Business Exchange and people from Ireland and Northampton. So it's really, really impressive. But I have to say, yes, I did travel a lot when I was foreign secretary. I had to go to many, many places. And I remember somebody saying to me when I was foreign secretary, they said, do you know the difference between Sunni and Shia? And I said, I'm not sure which is which, but I know they sang, I Got You, Babe. They did.
Sorry, I've got cramp.
Oh my goodness, Penny, have we got a first aider on the call? Have we got a first aider? Oh, there's nothing worse getting bloody cramp in the middle of something like this. She's totally gone. She disappeared. Are you all right, Penny?
I'm fine now, thank you.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Nothing worse when you get in bed and it just goes bloody rigid. It's like a log, isn't it? You can't do anything about it. I don't know what you're laughing at. I'm just talking about my legs. Is that it for the questions, Penny?
I don't know. Lincoln, do you have a question?
Lincoln, what? Lincoln's the pianist, isn't he? There he is. Look at Lincoln. Lincoln, you could play rugger. You could get in the rugby team. And who's that picture behind you, Lincoln?
That's me in my working overalls.
That's lovely. That's you performing. So, Lincoln, I'm a big fan of the arts and a big fan, and I heard you did that weekend performance. 10,000 people, I believe, was it?
Was indeed, Prime Minister.
10,000. I mean, that's absolutely astonishing. So, do you what sort of corporate events? What do you do?
Well, I was hoping I might get a gig at number 10, which was the reason why.
That's already done.
Right. Okay. Well,
Lincoln, just contact Penny, and we'll get you in.
Well,
I mean, at Christmas, I can imagine you. Do you sing as well, Lincoln? You
money. If number 10 is prepared, the public purse is prepared to pay, I will do anything you like, Prime Minister.
I will pay, all right. And but do you sing, Lincoln? Do you really?
Yes.
Because I can hear that richness in that voice. Is it baritone? Is it baritone?
It could be anything
Would
you want.
Would you sing something for me? A bit of Nat King Cole. When I fall in love.
When I fall in love, it will be forever. You'll have to pay for the rest.
Or I'll never fall in love. And the restless world. Come on, we can do it. You can put this on your CV, Lincoln. In a restless world like this is. It's like Ainsley Harriott on speed. Come on, join in, Lincoln. This is your moment, right? I'll do the next line.
I'm overcome. I'm talking to the Prime Minister.
I'm talking to you, Lincoln, and I'm overcome, and it's been a joy. And I just have to say, Lincoln, from one fellow entertainer to another, I know how tough it's been, but you keep going, because one thing I love about you is your smile, your laugh. You're infectious is what you are, but not like COVID. In a far better way.
Prime Minister, I have a question for you. As I will be visiting Hampshire as well. Will you come and visit Hampshire when this is all over?
Can I just say, Lincoln, in all seriousness, Miss Portsmouth, it's not a beauty contest. It's a bit of advice, really. I'm only joking, of course. That's all a joke. Bit of fun. Yes, yes. I will come to Hampshire. I will come wherever we want to, wherever anyone wants me. So, Penny, I think that wraps up the questions, doesn't it?
I think there's one more, actually.
Oh, is there?
Yes, Jade.
Oh, bloody hell, Jade from Rebellion. This is going to be tricky.
Sorry, it's only me. Well,
hello, Jade.
You mentioned earlier about, people voting for Labour. So I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on the Labour Party.
Not much at all, really. I mean, you've got Captain Bloody Hindsight, Keir Starmer. What we're going to do, we will hold this government to account. Then you've got Diane Abbott. What was that? What was that? And I tell you who, the one I don't get on with is John Ashworth, the Shadow Health Secretary.
I told the government that this was going to happen. I knew in 2004. I said Christmas wouldn't happen in 2021. I told them.
I know I don't have a lot of time for the Labour Party at all. And particularly Tony Blair, Jade. Particularly Tony Blair. And I'll tell you why. I mean, he called me in a written article. He said that I was a buffoon. But then in the same article, Tony Blair went on to say that the Isle of Wight had weapons of mass destruction. So who can believe a word that donut says? No, absolutely not. Anyway, Jade, thank you so much for all the marketing you're doing for Number 10. You're doing a great job. And I know the leader of the house, Jacob Rees-Mogg, very pleased, very pleased.
Yes, well, he's an easy person to market for.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, Penny, can I talk about what I'm doing, or we're just going to be Boris all day long?
You can talk about what you're doing, Prime Minister.
Yes, I could be Mike Osmond, couldn't I? I could if I wanted. I don't know. Yes, so hello, everyone. I'm Mike, and thank you so much, Jade, for inviting me. And I didn't know that David MacAskill was going to be on this call, but he's brilliant. That's the one thing I do know. David MacAskill's merchandise is absolutely fantastic. And we'll probably be talking to David because we're launching a brand new radio station on 28th of March called Great British Radio. You can download it now. It's you can go to the App Store and get Great British Radio, and I encourage you all to do this. It's you can get it on Google Play, and if you say, Alexa, enable Great British Radio skill, it will enable Great British Radio and you won't have to say skill anymore. And Great British Radio, what is it and why is it different? Well, because if you pick up a magazine, and it's a really interesting magazine full of fantastic articles, and then you switch it on, that's what Great British Radio is. There are no DJs, no breakfast show, no mid-morning, no afternoon. It's full of fantastic music, over 6,000 songs, so you won't hear the same old song that have been surveyed by radio stations like Heart. And so your Alexa just fired up. Sorry. Let me say this then. Alexa, enable Great British Radio skill. Let's see what happens, whether you'll get great songs playing out. So in terms of, you might go onto Great British Radio and you'll hear a song, and then you'll hear Brian Connolly, brilliant comedian, talking about the generation gap between him and his daughter. He talks about why teenage girls do that pouty selfie when they always do that, the same photograph, and his teenage daughter tells him. And then you hear another great song, and then you hear a mind coach called Don McPherson, who works with F1 drivers and tennis players, talking about Zen breathing, the importance of Zen breathing. And then you hear a song, and you might hear Mike Osmond interviewing Shane Ritchie, little 5-minute sections. And we have a Sunday morning show called Connect Forces. This is the only show that will sound like a proper radio sort of traditional show, where we connect with our forces. Some of you may remember Two-Way Family Favourites used to be on the BBC. Connect Forces is the new version. So we connect with forces and their loved ones. So wherever they are in the world, we connect them on the show. We then bring their mum, their partner, their lover onto the station. They have a chat and we play them a song. This is hosted by me, Linda Lasardi. Everyone will remember Linda. And a lovely, fantastic man called Andy Reid, who is ex-Yorkshire Regiment. He stood on an IED plate in Afghanistan in 2009, lost 2 legs and an arm, and has completely transformed his life by his
he says he is a survivor, not a victim. And he's written a book called Standing Tall, all about when he got his prosthetic limbs on and he was back to where he used to be. He's the most incredible motivational man that I've ever met. And so we'll do Connect Forces on the Sunday. There's lots of comedy drop-ins. There's lots of me doing Boris. There's the poetry and limericks of Jacob Rees-Mogg. There's a whole Chris Packham stuff, Only Fools and Horses, but lots of interesting. We interviewed Harry Redknapp, 4 hours of interviews that I did with Harry, and that will be 27 episodes. So nothing will ever be more than 3 or 4 minutes, and then you'll hear a song. So we're really excited about it. We launch on the 28th of March. I'm doing it. I was at Capital Radio for 6.5 years. Doing the breakfast show in London with my best friend Chris Tarrant did the FM breakfast show. Hi, it's Chris Tarrant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire as well. £500,000. Ha ha. Tee. It's up to you. So so Chris and I, great pals. We work together at Capital, and Chris will be involved in this. There's some great people, great stories, interesting voices, thoughts, and people. And I think where we're different is, if you were a star in the 70s, 80s, 90s, it doesn't matter because you're an interesting person. You'll be on our station. Whereas the media at the moment gravitate to what's happening now, whether it be Love Island or whatever. They're all the same. They all gravitate to the same thing. What we're saying is people are interesting. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be on Great British Radio. And I look forward to interviewing some of you who've been on this call today. So that's my pitch. Sorry, it went over 60 seconds, Penny. I did me best. Great British Radio.
Excellent. Thank you, Michael, so much. That was just brilliant. I think everybody probably must have enjoyed that.
Good. I hope you did.
So have we got all your details?
I have no idea.
Jade,
do you want my details? Do you really want my details? Yeah. Yeah, Jade will have them.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got everything.
It's not a problem. So if anyone would like to advertise on Great British Radio, this is going to be groundbreaking. It's going to be revolutionary. It's never been done before. And we are going to lift the spirits of the nation when we do this. When I was at Capital Radio, we had 1.7 million listeners on my breakfast show. And that is an astonishing number for medium wave. We were medium wave in them days. We are online. Great British Radio's online. It's going to be huge, I promise you. So if anyone wants to be involved in the early days, in the startup, you might get a good deal, but you won't in 6 months' time. But we got millions of listeners because Jade and the Rebellion team are doing our marketing and PR.
Excellent. I should definitely have a look at that. Michael, I'd like to send you my book, so I need your address.
Oh, that's very nice.
I guess I can get that from you, Jade, as well. Yeah,
we'll sort that out, Penny.
And that's my big passion, is reading. You say you couldn't give me anything better, and I loved your opening passage when you read something right at the end of your pitch. That was lovely. Yeah, thank you so much.
So a couple of people actually on this meeting are in the book. So one being your friend David MacAskill.
Oh, that's nice. I look out for that. I'm excited about that.
Mark Smith's in the book.
Oh, so we will be talking to lots of authors. I'm interviewing Jeffrey Archer on the 9th of March. So I've worked with Jeffrey 2 or 3 times. In fact, I did his Christmas party this year on Zoom as Donald Trump. So I went to his penthouse flat in London, which is the most incredible place. And so, there'll be so much. There's something for everyone on Great British Radio. And we are so excited about it.
Fabulous. Anybody got any normal questions for Michael?
They were all normal, weren't they?
Anyone got any questions? Anyone want to say anything?
They're only interested in Boris.
David.
No. Hold on.
Michael, do you do events?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you go back to March of last year, when this all began, I think it was March the 13th was. So, in fact, let's go to January the 1st last year. As I look forward, I have my best year ever planned out in front of me from a corporate point of view. So I do a lot of corporate speaking. I do a lot with the forces, of course, and you'll be interested in Tom, in the Connect Forces show every Sunday from 10 till whenever we finish. It doesn't matter. There's no time limit at Great British Radio. So yeah, I had a fantastic year, all booked out. And then Francis Benali, Southampton player, he'd run about 7 triathlons or something, and in a week. And so we were doing the big event for him on that Friday. The Premier League that day cancelled all football, and that was the first job that was cancelled on the day, and then they all fell like a deck of cards. But yeah, I very much do corporate stuff. I do this sort of thing, Q&As with Boris and Trump. I've spent the last 4 years of my life impersonating Donald Trump. If anyone's not seen it, please go on the website and have a look at how much I look like Donald Trump when I've got all the gear on. I promise you, it's frightening. And I even did Ninja Warrior for ITV, and that's the funniest thing I've ever done. In the full suit doing the Ninja Warrior course. I didn't last very long. I got very wet, but it's very funny. You can imagine how the Donald Trump wig looked like when I came out of the plunge pool. And I had a great time. And interestingly, since Donald Trump is no longer president, I'm busier than ever on Donald Trump stuff. I think people because he's not in the limelight, because he's not right out in front and upsetting people with his tweets and stuff like that, people are, because corporate brands will, of course, shy away from Donald Trump, even though I'm not Donald Trump and I'm doing a funny version of Donald Trump. Brands would still shy away from it. But so very busy, lots of work coming in for later in the year. Whether it'll happen or not, I very much doubt. I don't think personally that I'll be back on a stage or at a corporate event until probably, even if November, but maybe even next year. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm really excited and full on with the radio station, so I've got plenty to keep myself occupied. I just need some money, please. So if anyone would like to have a whip round, send it to mikeosmond.com. No, I'm only joking. I'm not begging, although I am broke.
Like us all. David, what did you wanted to ask something?
Yeah, I was going to say hi.
There he is.
I can't see you, but that's not a link.
I can see you, David. The last time we met was in Random Services on the M27, I believe.
Correct. So
when you gave me a bag of drugs. Oh, no, sorry, motorbike.
Correct. So whilst we're on this, obviously Tom's military, tell us a little bit about the Falklands Veterans Foundation and how that links into what you do.
Yeah, well, I guess, when I look back on my Navy career, I'm so proud of being in the forces to start with. I only did 5.5 years. Interestingly, I joined the Navy and I left the Navy March 29th, 1982. And 3 days later, General Galtieri invaded the Falkland Islands. And but he was a very wise man. He was waiting for Stoker Osman to leave the Navy before he invaded, because he knew it wouldn't be wise to take me on. And then I've been down to the Falklands to entertain the forces down there. And then a pal of mine, Smokey Cole, a great man, ex-Royal Navy, was involved in the conflict of the Falklands in '82. Smokey formed a foundation called Falklands Veterans Foundation. And what we did was we raised money to build a place called Liberty Lodge down in Port Stanley. And that's a place where veterans can go and stay free of charge. It's a beautiful place. We help them with assisted flights, and they go to the battlefields, Mount Tumbledown, those sorts of places, and get closure. And it really is important for them. I heard somebody talk, I think it's one of your ladies today, talking about PTSD and saying it's not just military, and I totally agree with that. And even in 1982, people weren't really aware of what PTSD was, and we've learned so much since, thank goodness. And so, and currently the Liberty Lodge is being used by the Falkland Islands for overspill from the hospital. They've got a bit of COVID. They haven't had much, but they've had it. So they've got some of their patients into Liberty Lodge, and we're really proud of that. So, so it's being used because obviously the veterans can't go down there at the moment. So, yeah, I'm a trustee of the Falklands Veterans Foundation. I'm a vice president of the British Forces Foundation. So we raise money to provide top entertainment, not old-fashioned Boris Johnson impersonators, but we get great entertainment for the forces. So, yeah, I'm really proud. I love what I do. I'm really happy, and I'm very fortunate that I'm in a position to be able to do those sorts of things. And that's why Connect Forces is so important to me. And we're recording them now. And yesterday we linked up with an RAF PTI, a girl called Rachel Hughes, and we linked up with her mum yesterday. So we're recording these for Connect Forces. And her mum got all emotional and sent us the most fantastic email saying how important it is. Because people won't know this, but they generally only get 20 minutes to talk to their loved ones when they're away, and that's in a week. So getting an extra bonus of connecting up with their loved ones at home is very special, and they get to play a song for their mum, their brother, their sister, their boyfriend, and so very, very pleased and very thrilled, and it's all part of Great British Radio.
Quick one of that then. So there's a big deployment going out with the aircraft carrier and loads of ships and things like that. How would somebody get involved?
I'd like you to call me. You've got my details because I was thinking about you this morning. Not in that way, but I was thinking about you this
At
morning.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Come
Yes,
on.
Yes, I was. Well, as I said, I had cramp. And I was thinking about you, and I was thinking that you are a great conduit for us because you've got so many contacts. We want to get on board all the ships. So we want them to know that what Connect Forces is doing, wherever they are in the world, with your network, particularly in the Navy, and you know how attached I am to the Navy, that would be brilliant. If we can get notice board on their notice board, you know, if you'd like to connect with someone at home on this brand new radio station, some of the lads will be, you know, because Linda Lasardi is involved, they'll like that. So yeah, but please call me today because it'll be great, David, because I know you and I, we can work together. And I think Jade and Katie, who is my daughter, by the way, who works for Rebellion, and she's the happiest she's ever been. So thank you for that, Jade and Laura. Yeah, we can hook up, and I know that, you know, when the moment comes to launch the merchandise for GBR, and in particular Connect Forces, I guess, you know, we're going to make Great British Radio sexy again. I know we've had solicitors and all sorts of people talking about making things sexy. We're going to do the same. So, yeah, thank you, David. Great to talk to you, and please do call me. You've got my number, so.
Will do.
Michael, I'm still quite an active reservist, so if you want a hand on that front, you know, got a pretty open audience there of national reservists.
Tom, that would be fantastic because the reserves are going out. You and I both know that they go out and they train with our forces wherever they are in the world. That's what Connect Forces is. We just want to connect, and we're going to need, you know, eight people in different parts of the world every single show. So this is a show every single Sunday. So I really appreciate that. Jade has all my contact details. So please get in touch because it'll be brilliant. And, you know, you're a warfare officer, so I'd have to salute you properly. But that's a proper salute. That's the raw, and that's not the bloody army nonsense. We had, we did a show, we recorded part of the show day before yesterday. And we had Duncan Ballantyne on because Duncan is ex-Royal Navy, of course, although he got thrown out. He was dishonorably discharged after 4 years. So, but I'd swap my career with him now. Yeah. So if anyone's interested in Great British Radio, you know, in terms of getting adverts or if there's something you're doing, you know, the thing about Great British Radio is we own it. We don't have any bosses. We don't have a program controller or a director of programs like I had when I was at Capital Radio. There are no restrictions. There are no Ofcom rules. We're online, so we can do anything. So, you know, from Diane's point of view, you know, if you want to come on and talk about the charity in dementia, yes, please. You know, we're gonna link up with the Hampshire and Isle of Wight Air Ambulance, but not just Hampshire. We're going to link up with every air ambulance around the country. We're going to talk to the pilots. We're going to talk to the paramedics. We're going to talk to the doctors who fly, you know. So we can do what we want on Great British Radio, and that's what makes it exciting. You know, it can happen immediately. It can happen immediately because we're in control. And it's just got to be interesting. It's just got to be entertaining. And as long as it's that, it can go on Great British Radio. It doesn't matter. you know. So, and I think I do believe it's going to change radio. There's going to be a lot of people looking at this, and the country, what it needs more than anything is to hear happy people. You know, if you look at how our media are nowadays, and I suppose I'm having a bit of a rant and a preach at the moment, but they're not interested in answers. They're just interested in continuing that 24-hour news cycle. They're just interested in getting gotcha questions. So I say this when I say this, I don't mean that. So it doesn't matter what your politics are. You know, Laura Koonsberg is only interested in a gotcha question. She's only interested in creating a headline so they can go to the next cycle of news. And not just Laura, Peston, Beth Rigby, they're all the same. Listen, I know they've got a job to do and they've got to hold the government to account, but I think they've gone about it totally the wrong way. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with every presenter on television and radio having opinions and being experts at everything. I just want to be entertained. I just want to listen to good music and be happy, you know. So rant over.
You can rant. Diane and Dementia Support are in our book as well, actually, Michael. So
oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, and I mean that, Diane.
Supporting 9 charities.
Yeah. Well, the dementia is just, you know, we've got to fix this. We've got to find an answer for it. I have no idea what it is. I don't know how much money it's going to take. But I'm convinced that if we go down the route that we've gone with the vaccine, and I'm sat here dressed as Boris Johnson, sounded like Boris Johnson, but I am convinced that if we go down and we throw the money at it, listen, there's not easy answers. It's going to take time, but eventually we've got to find a cure for this, haven't we? It's the most awful thing, you know, because you lose someone. I think I heard someone talking about it before, is you're grieving for the person. They're not even dead, but you're grieving because you lost them. How awful must that be? You know?
Yeah, it's really, really, really sad. So thank goodness that people can have some support from us. But no, I wrote down when you were saying you launched on the 28th, we'd love to be a part of it. And I agree with you about the media. I had 23 years of local media and I cannot even watch the mainstream media anymore. So you sound like a breath of fresh air.
I'm fed up with it, Diana. I can't watch the news. And I was in my job. News is so important to me because if I want to be topical, I need to know what's going on. And so news has always been something, and politics has always fascinated me. But it's just the nastiness now. It's just go away and, you know, they just want an easy life, it seems. They've got an easy life. They just, you know, with Brexit, they just went to outside Westminster. They camped there for 8 months and that was all they had to do. You know, it came out of the House of Commons. Go and do some investigative journalism. Go and find out what things are going on, how we can get research into dementia and stuff like that. But anyway, it's my pet hate at the moment. But
thank
it
you.
won't.
I'll be in touch via
please do. The one thing that you won't get, and I know I've sat here and ranted, but you won't get this on Great British Radio because we're not interested. I'm just, you know, just talking about how I feel, I guess. So. And I know we've got some great people on this call who can probably help me with mind coaching and stuff. So, but thank you all so much. I've really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy getting up at 6 o'clock to get Boris up, but no, I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it. If I've offended anyone, I couldn't give a toss. No, I don't mean that at all. If I've offended anyone, I'm really sorry. Yeah, exactly. But good luck with everything. And Penny, I think it's brilliant what you're doing, and it's so nice to see, you know, people from not just Portsmouth and people from Eastleigh, Northampton, Ireland, and stuff like that. So I hope it builds well for you. I really do.
Yeah, hopefully. It's
good luck to you all.
Built really well. Thank you so much, Michael. It was just fantastic.
No, it's my pleasure. I need a cup of tea now.
Me too.
I really need a cup of tea. So I'm going to go, but I'd like to thank you all very, very much. And Lincoln, it's been a real pleasure meeting you. Keep that smile going. See, Lincoln, he's the sort of person you want on Great British Radio because of that enthusiasm, that smile, that, you know, we can all learn from Lincoln. Thank you so much, Lincoln. I like you. I don't know you, but I like you, and I know why I like you. So. And I like you all, by the way. I'm not just singling out Lincoln. He just happened to.
You sure?
He's just so effervescent. Look at he's doing a deal. Look at him doing a deal. Oh, what's his name? He's got an insurance quote for a commercial warehouse. I don't know if you're all seeing same one as me, but he's got it done. Put me on. I'll screw up the deal for you.
Nice one, Mike.
Thank you all very much. Lovely to meet you all. Thank you. Take care. And
Thank you, Michael.
Let's hope we get out of this soon as, eh?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jade. Thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot. Take care now.
Don't forget Rebellion Marketing. They are brilliant.
Thanks, Michael.
No worries. Good to see you all. Bye-bye. I'm going.